Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the national tragedy of the week podcast.
Dang,
Because, man,
bummer.
I'm already cussing up a storm
I
creating work for
know.
you. But
I know.
no, as it seems, as it seems, there's a new, just horrible, awful thing
Uh,
happening every single week.
well,
And this
I
is the
have
show where
at
we
least
talk
two
about it
big
and say why it's
stories
Israel's fault.
that
Yeah,
might be related to these big stories. The
yeah.
first one
Um,
is the Epstein files came out, and I was
yeah,
ecstatic.
yep.
I
I
was
wanted
like,
to
"Oh
talk
my
about
god,
this.
there's going to be so much coming out of these files, right?" And
Hmm.
then there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing at
They just
all.
lied. They just
There's
lied
nothing at
about
all. There you
like
go.
this is
There you go.
what
You're good.
something bad happened.
Yeah, it
Okay.
lagged out.
Um. Oh, okay. But no, they just straight up lied to us. They're like, actually, there is no client list. After they've been talking about a client list for
Yeah.
literally years upon years, and then get this, right? Conveniently around this time, there's like this huge flash flooding thing
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
Texas that's killed like over 100 people. And conveniently, Peter Thiel signed a thing with
uh.
this company called Rainmaker, which is a
Uh-huh.
cloud seeding company. And Peter
Mhm.
Thiel is also involved with Palantir, which is the AI database that's taking away our rights. And we need to
Mhm.
like something really good needs to happen to the people right now, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like when it comes to these people orchestrating this shit.
Uh
But it's just very ironic how all of that stuff kind of meshes
yeah.
together into one event if you really start picking the details, you know?
It's
Like,
really out of the blue too, because at least with the JFK files, there was like a specified day. But for the Epstein files, it took like so long to even set it up. And then they have footage of the day where he is found dead, and there's a whole minute cut out of it.
footage. Well, not only that, it's not even the same door. When Jeffrey Epstein originally was murdered, they show it like the news report showed a completely different door than what we
Mm-hmm.
see in the video. I mean, it's insane to me how dumb they think some people are. Like I genuinely want to know if anybody's actually buying this narrative right now that like, oh well, the government said that there's no client list, so that's fine. Oh, and they said it was absolutely 100% a suicide too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I believe that. Like, who is who's actually buying this shit right now? Like, this is just insane. Like, they think we're stupid. Like,
It's
it blows my mind.
it's crazy that they would show the idea of, oh, we have all this stuff to prove if he actually died or somebody killed him. But the only footage that comes out is an off angle of his cell where you can barely see anything.
Yeah, well, it's because that video is probably fake. It was probably made with AI or some shit like that.
Mm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
the government will do like it's not crazy to think that the government does shit like that because they do. There's a video I saw recently where they digitally inserted Biden on like the White House lawn in front of reporters
Mm-hmm.
because and you can tell because there's microphones like put up in the camera,
Yeah.
you know, like like this, literally like this. And Biden's hand, he like makes a hand movement and it goes over the microphones, like completely, like it's like a horrible. It looks like a
Oh.
horrible green screen, is what it looks like. So they've been doing this shit for a lot longer, like this, like manipulating, uh, like videos and footage and stuff to like fit a narrative, which they absolutely did with Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
you know,
it's
I'm convinced that video is completely fabricated. I'm
from
100% convinced it's completely fabricated.
from what I saw, right? There's a minute cut out of that angle, but it's a freaking jail. You would think there's like
Yeah.
100 different angles to make sure these guys don't break out. So where are the other angles?
Well, they said for years that the footage was lost in the first place and we were never going to see it. And now all of a sudden, oh, well, we have it now. Now that people are starting to get implicated, very important people, Israelis, are getting implicated in all of this fucking horrible shit that they're absolutely fucking doing. All of a sudden it's like, oh fuck, we need to like do damage control, but you should have did this years ago when people were a lot less privy to the fucking bullshit and the lies that the government is just shoveling down our throats. I mean, it's completely ridiculous how stupid these people think we are, and they've lulled us into this. I was having a conversation last week? Yeah, I believe it was last week with a buddy, and there was this interview with this Soviet defector on American TV, and he talks about how the Soviet Union has these in like all the communists that were conspiring together against the West. They had this whole protocol that had to do with like essentially just wearing down the Western man and wearing down Western society into just complete and total degeneracy, and just to kind of essentially take Western capitalism's balls away. And you see it more and more that they actually succeeded at this, right? The thing is, it was never the communists specifically. It was the Zionists doing this, because the Zionist Jews set up the Soviet Union in the first fucking place, okay? There's no dancing around that. The Bolsheviks were Jewish. So you can't have communism without, Talmudic Judaism. And it turns in, like, that's really who's trying to wear down the West, right? And they've put us in a position right now because, like, with all this bullshit that's happening that is very clearly government corruption and crimes against, the Western world, they've worn us down to the extent that, like, nobody wants to rise up and actually, like, fight against this shit. They've made us so fucking docile. And, well, not all of us, obviously, but like they've put our society, our world we live in, into this docile, just cowardly mindset to where it's like, yeah, we could rebel against the government, for example. I'm not saying that's a good idea for legal reasons, but it's like, who else would do it with you?
Yeah.
And it's just with all like this Epstein shit that you're seeing in like this disaster in Texas where all these people died, more likely than not because of a deliberate cloud seeding measure. I mean, it's insane to me that people aren't, storming the Capitol and actually like trying to make real change, because that's the only way we can make change. They say like, oh, you can vote, but that doesn't do shit. You're voting. It's like, okay, do I want the Democratic Party of Israel or the Republican Party of Israel? That's really all you're fucking voting for. So, I don't know. That's my rant there about all this shit going on.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane to me how they just get away with this and nobody wants to fucking do anything about it. And the Zionists have put, Western people, pitted them against each other so much that like it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, it truly feels like nothing can be done about what they're doing. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that.
The other topic from the intro that I wanted to bring up was the Diddy trials ending.
Yeah, that's another one.
I am amazed this man was not put in some sort of jail, outside of a holding cell for a long bit with Mr. Mangione. But I do think that they should retrial this guy, and they should scalp as much dirt as they possibly can on this guy, because it is proving that the court system is jack shit, and no one will respect it if they continue to make bad calls like this. Diddy, on his own, has at least 2 counts against him, but he's not going to jail. They needed a majority of counts to be against him in order for him to be in jail. Or at least that's what I have read. I might be misunderstanding. Maybe he is going to jail for upwards of 20. I'm not sure.
Well, like the big thing that I feel like a lot of people are like missing here is that like you really shouldn't be surprised that Diddy got off on a couple of these pretty like nasty fucking charges he had that he absolutely was guilty of.
Mm-hmm.
He's friends with the Clintons. I mean, if you're friends with the Clintons,
Yeah.
you got it fucking made. I mean, if you're supporting their status quo and you're like, you know, it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, because the Clintons are sex criminals. Everybody they're involved with pretty much is a sex criminal.
Mm-hmm.
They all fuck kids. They all like rape and murder children and traffic them. Like, so yeah, it does not surprise me that Diddy got off, because Epstein, the first time he got caught back in like the 2000s, he got off easy.
Yeah.
And he also was a friend of the Clintons. That's kind of weird, right?
Wasn't
on human trafficking, on sex trafficking charges.
Wasn't
like,
John Gotti in several trials and then in jail? Like,
yeah,
he
but that's
got put in
different. That's
court
like,
multiple times and then he went in jail.
Yeah, well, that's because all of his trials either ended in acquittal or mistrial because he was super good at intimidating witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's that was when the mafia was like, more specifically the Gambino crime family, which was the mob family that John Gotti was the head of. Yeah, they were like at their strongest there, so they could really pull a lot of strings.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to remember who was the mafia bankrolled by.
Yeah.
So there's also that. You have to remember that.
Man. It's gonna be very fun to see Diddy back in a trial setting in the next 12 years, because there's no way around it. He'll just go back. He doesn't. He hasn't.
Does he come back to
he
public
hasn't
life?
made good music in like 10 years. He hasn't made any good idea in 10 years. Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
So
did you see
I don't know.
Did you see the crime scene photos of his mansion where like he had like baby oil everywhere in that bitch? Did you see that?
Yeah.
He had like these decorative wooden
Freak
boxes,
offs.
and you'd open them up, and it's full of baby oil. It's just bottles of Johnson's baby oil.
I know this is such a strange kind of comparison, but if I remember right, a part of Diddy's like footage is that he threw a lady. I may have that wrong.
Okay.
So when I think about that, I also think of guys like Ray Rice, the football player, who brutally beat the shit out of a lady and then went to jail. It feels like at least that should be the same level of where Diddy should be, because he laid hands on anybody like that, you know? But maybe I'm remembering the wrong criminal. Maybe Diddy did not do that.
Diddy's also a gay rapist who rapes black men so that they can get record deals. So like
he does that with Bieber.
There's that also.
He did that with Bieber. He did that with Timberlake.
Oh yeah, he absolutely fucked Bieber.
He did that with Timberlake
Lil Wayne,
too. There's no way around it. He did that shit with Timberlake.
Or no, who did Lil Wayne get raped by?
Fucking
I think
Suge
Birdman
Knight,
raped
probably.
Lil Wayne or something like that.
Suge Knight.
No, Suge Knight. I don't think Suge Knight was on that gay shit. If I'm being honest, I think he like the guy was definitely evil and definitely a criminal, and like he ran a guy over like 8 years ago and killed him, and now he's in prison again.
I know at one
Suge Knight's
point
just an evil guy.
I know at one point Chris Brown and Diddy were friends, and it was really awkward because Rihanna and Diddy were friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris Brown.
Also, how did
It's crazy.
I don't remember. Did Chris Brown go to jail?
He did that and don't care.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Did
he
go
totally
to
went to jail for beating Rihanna. He definitely went to jail.
Damn.
I don't think he went to prison or like anything, but they definitely had him in a cell.
I just
it is kind of crazy
yeah.
how people just don't fucking like. Everybody knows Chris Brown did that, but nobody's like, he's like, whatever. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't listen to the guy's music personally.
I'm surprised.
That's not because he beat Rihanna. I don't listen to Chris Brown because I think he sucks.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that Chris Brown even tried to come back after being in a jail setting.
I mean, he's had hits since then. I'm pretty sure he's had some like pretty decent hits, or he's at least featured on stuff that was a pretty good hit.
It's one of those things where it's kind of like 6ix9ine ratting out all of those people in his court case, where his career just kind of tanked immediately. It's the same result.
Well, I don't know if I'd say 6ix9ine's career tanked. I mean, it's definitely not at the level it was, but he's still like, he does like podcasts and shit now. And he's like,
that's awesome.
He just talks about, like there's a pretty funny clip of him on a podcast where he's like, yeah, man, I got the gun, that thing go hang, hang, hang. And like everybody on the cast just started clowning on him because they're like, bro, your strap sounds like that. Like, what the fuck?
You got something fucked up in the barrel, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of celebrities related to Diddy when it comes to like the parties he's hosted who have turned out to be terrible people.
Is LeBron a terrible guy?
Well, calling LeBron terrible
LeBron
is like calling bread nice to eat all the time if you can have bread. Right? It's like a basic thing everybody does. Everybody calls LeBron a villain, even though all he did was leave his hometown to win a championship and then come back and win a championship and then leave again.
Then he joined the Illuminati.
I don't think LeBron joined
the Illuminati. Though.
I don't think he joined the Illuminati.
No, he totally is. Yes, he did. He did. He's totally in the Illuminati.
There's no.
He does that fucking thing like before games.
It looks like you're shooting a laser
like
when you have your hands out like that.
And Jay-Z does shit like that. Jay-Z is confirmed in the Illuminati. Beyonce does shit like that. She's confirmed in the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Who else does shit like that? Stephen Colbert probably does that shit. I don't know, man. I'm saying it now, dude. LeBron is totally in the Illuminati.
I just know that LeBron...
He's like the biggest basketball player ever.
LeBron got hated so fucking much when he left Cleveland. And the general reception was that he was a villain. Right? So everybody fucking hated when he was on the Heat. Every year he was on the Heat, people would go, fuck this guy. Go fuck yourself.
Well,
then he comes back to Cleveland. Right? He comes back to Cleveland, and he becomes a good guy again in the eyes of the public. And they're like, yeah, LeBron's back. And he wins another ring for Cleveland. Then he leaves again. Yeah. The thing is, they didn't villainize him when he left the second fucking time. They were just like,
I don't think anybody
gone.
Cared.
This is fucking weird. And he wins another ring. And no one calls him a bad guy. No one's like, this guy's ruining the league. He's been around too long. Fuck him. He's been on the Lakers for 7 years. And no one is mad about him leaving Cleveland the second time. How is that possible?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, he was known for the Cavs the first time. That was like the only NBA team he ever played on, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, him moving to the Heat, that was like... Wasn't there somebody else pretty good on the Heat at that time, too?
Yeah, there was Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade was on the Heat at the time.
Good. And at the same time, they added Chris Bosh from the Raptors. That was the big three over there.
But yeah, I think part of it was that LeBron had been such a mainstay of the Cavs for a long time, and then he goes to play for the Heat with Dwayne Wade, and we're like, so now we just suck now. Like, we're not making it to a championship. They have
Yeah.
LeBron and
Like
Dwayne
it's a
Wade on the same
reasonable
fucking
crash.
team.
It's a reasonable crash.
It's an absolutely reasonable crash out.
And then
But
he comes back to Cleveland, who drafted Kyrie Irving while he was gone. And then they stack Kevin Love in there, and that's the big three. And that's how they won
that
the
was
ring.
like the dream team. Didn't they have Dikembe Mutombo on the team also at that time?
Probably not. I think Mutombo retired in like 2010.
Oh, well, never mind then. And I think the second time around, like, he left and people were like, well, he came back, he won us a championship, fucking good enough for me, whatever. Like, the Cavs aren't bad now. They're actually, like, a pretty decent team.
They were top of the conference last year.
Yeah, like, they do pretty good. I feel like now people are like, all right, we really don't need LeBron to win every game for us. We have a very good group of guys on that team right now, I think. If they draft somebody like really fucking good, and I feel like that would like tie the Cavs together, and we'd be like, Cleveland would once again be raining hell on everybody else, just like the good old days.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, LeBron peacefully gave another, like, an actual championship to Cleveland, and then he disappeared again.
Yeah.
And no one got mad
he won
because he did his promise. That's, I think, the only thing that has changed the crowd reaction towards LeBron during that second time he left. And now he's trapped on the Lakers for another year, and then he retires, and he gets paid $50 million this year. So that's where LeBron is.
I wish.
A similar, not so similar, but a similar, like, leaving situation, for me at least, right, was when Baker Mayfield left. He left because of Deshaun Watson being a fuck-off piece of shit and being signed onto the Browns. Baker quickly said, I am getting traded. Bye. And now he's on the Buccaneers, which is his fourth team. There was a year where he was on the Panthers, then the Rams. Now he's on the Buccaneers. And
Mr. Worldwide.
And I'm not
Gayfield.
I'm not absolutely mad at Baker for leaving because it's understandable. They literally traded for another guy to take up your spot. But God, if he stayed and Deshaun fucking tore his leg in half 4 times in a row, Baker would be the greatest backup of all time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. He would have started at least 12 games a year because of how often Deshaun gets hurt. And God, he would carry that fucking team. It was built for him. It's still technically built for him. Oh my God.
I never really cared much for him, if I'm being completely honest. I would just, anytime I'd watch the Browns and I'd see him as QB, he would just be making like really simple, silly mistakes.
Yeah.
Like he'd be misjudging throws and like when he should catch it and shit and just fumbling the ball. Like,
but at the same time,
I never really got all the hype with him.
At the same time, Baker Mayfield only played for 3 seasons on the Browns. It feels like a fucking century, but it was 3 years, maybe 4. I kind of skip over 2020 in my internal calendar, but he had 4 seasons, and he only got beat up once. His shoulder blew out on him, but it wasn't even his throwing shoulder. And people were like, oh, this is going to ruin his game. He's going to be terrible. Fuck him. Blah, 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 blah. So he gets this surgery. And then during the same offseason as the surgery, hey, we just traded for a guy who we think is better. Just so you know, how would that not piss you off? You literally got the surgery so you can play for this team, and they replace you. You
Yeah,
know?
that's fucking bullshit.
Like, that has to be the ultimate grudge in the NFL right now, is Baker
Yeah.
versus the Browns. Whenever that happens, he is going to be tearing missiles straight down the field, you know? And
Yeah, I guess they're
gosh,
rebuilding the Browns stadium, and there's a bunch of controversy going on with that. Like who's gonna pay for it or some shit like that.
mm,
Because I think right now the city of Cleveland is paying for it, but
mm.
people are like, that's kind of fucking retarded.
Well,
Like,
the Titans did the
I don't know.
same thing to
I don't know the whole.
Nashville.
Yeah, I don't know the whole deal with it. I just know people are kind of pissed off about what's going on with the new Browns stadium.
Yeah, it's a $2 billion complex, billion with a B. Same thing with the new Titans field. It is $2 billion with a B.
Yeah.
And
I really want to meet the Browns Iran guy. I want to bring him out to Cleveland.
I
Take
really
him to a
want him
game
on the
so he can-
podcast.
Yeah, I want that guy to travel halfway around the world to come and watch the Browns lose live.
I don't even know.
That would make my year.
Do you think
that'd be like a life event?
Do you think he only watches Browns games on YouTube? He watches like the 1998 season, or not 98, 1999.
Like, he has to find some guy just back bottom of the barrel, like stealing that fucking stream.
He's on fucking Internet Archive looking at Browns 1964 footage. Oh
yeah,
man.
No, Browns Iran guy rules. It's crazy how there's like Browns Iran guy, and there's like the Cleveland Browns bar in the UK, and there's people that go there specifically to watch the Browns.
Something I heard is that there might be an Australian bar for the Cleveland Browns.
Really? Holy fuck! Like, I don't understand what's with foreigners. What's with foreigners liking the Browns so much? We suck. We're like the shittiest team in the fucking league.
Well, you gotta remember,
yeah. You know.
Well, you gotta remember for the Browns, they've been around for 100 years, so they are bound. They are bound to have fans everywhere. At one point in time, there was only like 6 television channels across the world, and one of those 6 channels had Browns games.
Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns channel.
Yeah, dude. It was called the Big Browns channel, the BBC, baby. And you're lagging out a little. So I'm just going to talk a little. Okay, you're good.
BBC.
It's a good bit right there.
I don't know. It is kind of the more I think about it, the more it is kind of nice being a Browns fan, because like anytime you win a game, it's like fucking awesome, best thing ever. It doesn't matter how many points you led.
It's like a drug hit, then it goes away.
It's like the Browns are like the slot machine team of the NFL. Dude. Like you just keep fucking cranking the fucking lever in hopes that finally you get a win, and then when you get a win, it feels fucking awesome. But you just have to spend another $50, and I just spun this thing like 10 times. Oh, time number 11, we got a win!
Yay.
Oh my god, I made my money back. And you never make profit on the Browns. You only ever make your fucking money back. That's the biggest caveat to this.
Well, the thing is with the modern Browns, right, is that they have 4 quarterbacks and Deshaun Watson, whatever you can label him as at this point. He's torn in both his ACLs. He's torn an Achilles. If I remember right, he popped something in his shoulder and had to get another surgery. But the 4 guys they have, at least 2 of them are usable. And by usable, I mean guys that could start any time and have a great time.
Yeah.
One is 41-year-old Joe Flacco. He is still pretty fucking good. I thought he was going to have grandpa passes on the Colts last year. Turns out he was really fucking good. And then he got hurt. I think he twisted his hip, literally like an old man would. And then the second guy is a guy we drafted, so there's two choices here. Shedeur Sanders. The most accurate Browns quarterback, and he hasn't even started a game yet.
I can't wait to see him play, man. Seriously. I've never been more excited about a season of football.
I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy we could snag him in the fucking bullshit 5th round worth of nothing. Just a
we
dog
got that
shit
other guy
pick.
Too.
We got Gabriel.
The other guy?
Gabriel is pretty decent too. Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
But
Dylan Gabriel.
But we're not fucking keeping Dylan Gabriel unless
No.
they start 4 guys for the year for a quarterback. That's the only way. But Shedeur has the farthest passes out of the 4 of them. I didn't even mention the 4th being Kenny Pickett yet.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett. That's who I was thinking of.
But
he's pretty good.
Shedeur has the best passes, the best defense when he gets hit, the best choosing action if he wants to rush out into the field, and he doesn't step back like super large. He does like tippy toe steps, and then he just launches it, which is the best thing about this guy. I'm not saying he's like a Lamar Jackson type. You could archetype him into a Lamar Jackson, but you don't have to. My biggest guess is that he's like Geno Smith and Jameis Winston combined if they both could actually see down the field. That is Shedeur Sanders. He's like a B+ type quarterback, but if you can polish him enough, he could be an A, and he is worth getting that polish. And I think raw talent-wise, he's there. He is there. He is perfect for the role. The O-line is still healthy. They did not replace anybody. They're a bunch of 30, early 30, maybe mid 30 guys protecting this guy. He has Jerry Jeudy as one receiver, David Njoku as a tight end, and they just drafted another tight end who I really like. I think his name's like Farland or something like that.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane's on the field.
Hey, Lois, remember the time that I played for the Cleveland Browns? What would the cutaway be? It would just be Peter getting tackled and injured or something. It wouldn't even
breaks
be funny.
his ankle in half.
Oh my God, is that Joe Flacco from the Cleveland Browns?
Wow.
Wow. Lois, look, it's Joe Flacco from the Cleveland Browns.
The thing is, I only mentioned one receiver because we have dog-ass receivers outside of Jerry Jeudy. It is a black hole. Anybody, I mean, a guy off the street could be receiver 2 next week. You know, it could be anybody.
Do you feel like our defense kind of fucking sucks?
The defense has taken a step back, but that's because Miles asked for a lot of money. Miles Garrett. But I could see it working out where maybe like week 6, they start clicking a lot and they start whipping out a bunch of interceptions out of nowhere and a few sacks here and there. They still need to draft a younger defensive end than Miles just to pair it with Miles, you know? But outside of that, it's a pretty decent defense. I give it like top 12-ish. I wish it was better, but top 12's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I always feel like maybe our defense isn't like complete dog shit, but like could be better.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's veering more towards the middle than top 5 for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm in love with the Rams defense. So if they could find a way to piece one of those Rams guys in, ooh wee. Brother, you freeze framed for 2 seconds.
I would not complain at all.
Yeah, there you go. You're good now. Oh man. I could ramble about the Browns for a while. It doesn't mean I should.
Yeah.
There's definitely not a video I've been working on for months that I'm still currently working on that should be out.
Well, all the other teams in the league are
weeks.
fucking gay except for the Browns, so that's why we like them so much. They're the least gay ones. You know what I'm saying?
They are the only team to have a helmet as the logo.
yeah. Isn't it funny? I was thinking about this the other day. It's funny how the Browns have like 3 different emblems, but they choose to use the helmet. Like,
they got the fucking elf, they got the dog, and they only use the helmet for promotional.
Yeah, they like if you watch the game, the helmet's there. It's not the elf or the fucking dog or nothing. Like, I always thought that was funny. And I feel like we're like one of the only teams that has shit like that. Like, I don't like. Do the Buccaneers? Do they have some other shit except for the pirate ship or whatever? Like,
all they have is the flag.
I don't fucking know, dude.
They have a flag, logo.
Yeah.
But once in a million years, you get to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneer mascot. That's the thing. A lot of teams don't fucking pay for mascots, which is ridiculous since it's a part of football.
I didn't even know they had a fucking mascot
at
all.
It's like a 1 in 100 chance you'll see the Tampa Bay Buccaneer in outfit. It's like a blink and you'll miss it type.
Where's Waldo of football?
Yeah. In comparison, the Ravens used to have 2 separate raven birds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then one acted as like an older brother type character to the other, and then he vanished. And they were like, "Oh, what happened to Raven number 1 or whatever his name is?"
The Clintons got him. The Clintons got to him, I bet.
And
I guarantee
they had the little Raven act like he was mourning for like the whole season.
What?
Yeah. And then the little Raven also left. So
the Clintons got him too. What the fuck did those goddamn birds do to them? What did they know?
The Jaguars used to have a mascot guy, and then they stopped doing it.
Pretty normal.
The Tennessee Titans had T-Rack.
Okay. What was his deal?
A raccoon with a bandit bandana and a Titans jersey on.
So he was just like, they just had Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
As the fucking mascot, basically. And they put him in a jersey.
Yeah, dude. And they called him fucking T-Rack,
I would imagine
baby.
The Tennessee Titans would have like a fucking Herculean looking fucking mascot because, you know, they're Titans. That's like Greek shit or something. Greek mythology.
They were trying to set up this like gross looking fucking like teal Titans uniform that had like fake muscles on it.
No, dude. Fuck that.
And like a big wonky like foam mask with the Titans logo as the mask.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
that sounds fucking
what
gay.
the fuck? That looks like fucking Swamp Fire from Ben 10 the second show. Like, fuck off. Oh man.
Holy shit.
What's another fucking football mascot? I know the Panthers still hire a Panther mascot, and they pay him dirt.
That's good.
They pay him just to exist.
Really?
Yeah.
They just pay him like shit.
Yeah, they pay him like $4K a year or some shit to walk around as a panther.
That so much.
It's such a sad life to live as the panther for the Panthers.
Oh my god. I would fucking blow my brains out on the field in front of everybody if that was my life.
Can you imagine they go to halftime and they see the Panther in the locker room and he's sticking a heroin needle in his arm just to feel something?
Shooting up.
And then he goes out there.
Honestly, if there is ever a job for like an autistic guy that's super into the Jags,
Yeah.
it's that one. I mean, that's like the if they can get an autistic guy under the mask, like I completely fine with it. I think that an
Yeah.
autistic person that's super into the Jaguars would
Or
fucking
the
love that.
Panthers, yeah. I said Panthers there.
Like that would
yeah.
be a genuinely good experience for somebody that has like that genre of autism. Like I really hope they reach out to that genre of guy to be the mascot, because if there's a normal guy like a college student getting paid $4K for the season to sweat in that fucking suit, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
I would love
like that. They're literally. If they had a normal guy in the costume, they would be fucking taking away jobs from the mentally disabled. Like this is. I'm passionate about this. This is
there
like
should be a
NFLMA,
a mascot association, and they should hire at least one guy per team, but it's all professional furries. So the furries get a job for the fall through winter.
Maybe not that type of autism, okay? I'm talking more of like more autistic than your average furry, like a guy who can't drive a car is kind of like where I'm going with this, like that kind of autistic, but still just loves the Jags, loves throwing on the costume, loves like doing his thing on the field, like
loves doing
just a real killer behind the mask.
Just a little.
Yeah, he does hair. Yeah, he's an autistic guy that's super into heroin and the fucking Jags, bro.
Fucking
32
Alex B's in the fucking mascot association.
Yeah. Dude, he would make a pretty good mascot, I think.
Dude, Alex B as the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneer would go hard.
Yeah, I saw a video of him crashing out again.
Yeah.
But while, like mid crash out, he had one of his monkeys, man. I think it was Benji.
Hell yeah, dude.
And Benji on the desk, and Benji took a piss all over his keyboard. He didn't even notice it. Kentucky born and raised Alex B. But no, yeah, his monkey pissed all over his keyboard and he just didn't notice. It was really fucking fucked.
I shared a video today where it's him and Bert yelling at each other in a Discord call. And
is it the one where Frank Hassel's there?
No, it's just him and Bert and
just by themselves.
And a YouTuber guy named Cucumber Feet.
Cucumber Feet. Yeah, okay, I know the clip you're talking about now. I think I've seen that.
So they're yelling at each other, and Alex B is like, "You're a fucking monster! Oh, you fucking bitch! You fucking said I can't say the N-word, and then you're making passes about it." And Bert's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. This is very strange."
I don't know what you're talking about. This is very strange. That's how you say it.
Yeah, he just does that shit the entire clip. He's like,
Alex B just got mad at me.
I don't think that's how
that mean he wants to kiss? Interesting.
And Alex B is like, "I have to mute this fucker. I fucking hate his guts. I can't believe this. I can't believe he would ruin my life." And I'm like, Alex B, he did nothing.
I
literally
I don't
did
follow
nothing.
a lot of the fish post tank. Like every now and then, like Josie from season 1, I'll tune into one of her streams because she's always doing like something bordering on crackhead behavior while being completely stone sober. And I guess Letty, I keep up with what Letty's doing because she's pretty funny. But I need to start keeping up with Alex B and Bert, or I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I've started watching some of Bert's stuff here and there, and his stream setup is fucking nuts. He has like 4 fucking cameras that are all different angles. So he has like an undershot, he has like an above shot, like the fish tank cams. Then he has like one on his right and one on his left. And like he spends the entirety of the stream like calling viewers baby bro and like just being like weird and like sexually provocative to like the viewers, and people will send TTSs in and they'll be like, "Alex B's streaming right now, he just said that you're cute," and Bert will be like, "Oh, that's So sweet. Thank you, baby bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And
just be saying weird shit like that.
the same clip, Alex B is like, I don't entertain my chat. I don't do what my chat says.
My favorite, like one of my favorite clips of him ever is from season 3, where him and Frank are talking in the confessional, and Frank's kind of like shit testing him a little bit, and then finally Frank's like, "You know who I am?" And Alex is like, "No, I don't know who you are, man." And he's like, "Say my name." Alex is like, "Wait a minute, are you him?" He's like, "Say my name." "Wild Randy." And Frank just kind of smiles. He's just like, "Say my name." "Wild Randy." Like, he's totally 100% bought into that shit. Did not need any convincing whatsoever. The guy is such a fucking idiot. That's what made him like my favorite guy on the 3rd season of that show. He's just so fucking insane. Constantly.
Man. I guess.
And he's always flexing on Instagram, like his watches and shit like that. You always hear his wife bitching at him in the background, his ogre wife. It's like, it's so funny. Man. That guy's so fried.
I guess Alex B. Shit, my brain is frazzling. Hold on. Alex B.
Peyton from season 3 isn't gay anymore.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy.
Actually, I'm going to swap it over to Josh Block news to end out this pod.
Yeah, let's do that.
Josh Block.
Something the viewers can probably identify with more.
Josh Block did a week full of a sobriety test on himself where he would just not drink.
Yeah.
And he was being very impressive about it. Until literally a week ago on the 4th, where he drank and yelled at people and bit at people and tried to tackle a woman and
bit himself.
And he bit himself quite a lot, yes. He yelled at a bunch of tweens and maybe early 20s. Additionally, he apparently ran into a lady's house, or at least a house setting, punched a lady, or at least slapped a lady, and then he ran away into the street. The lady chases after him, beats the shit out of him, slaps the glasses off his face, and now he is arrested.
What? I have not heard this at all. They finally put him in jail?
Yeah,
over this shit?
They arrested him for aggravated assault, I believe, is what it was, which is a pretty high one to have.
Aggravated assault is rough.
And I don't know how long his guts will handle not having alcohol while he's in jail. But that is the Josh Block update for the week.
Of all the times for him to get arrested, it's probably best that it came right after he was like sober for a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
Because the withdrawals are not going to be like life-threatening as like, well, no, actually, no, they wouldn't be at all life-threatening to him. Like, you know, could be. But no, that's the first I've fucking heard of any of that, dude. Which is really crazy because you're right. You're absolutely right. He was doing like pretty well on the sober thing. Like people were like trying to shit test him and he just wasn't giving them the time of day and stuff. Like he was like running and shit. Like he seemed like he was doing pretty good. And then the day he starts drinking, he has the biggest crash out of his entire fucking career. Like, you know, it's like guy. Fucking it's like from Full Metal Jacket when Joker's getting harassed by that captain or whatever, and he's like, "You got a peace sign and it says Born to Kill on your helmet. What's that supposed to mean?" "I don't know. It's something about the duality of man, sir." That's what that shit reminds me of. Just the duality of man right there. You know, like literally, and I think people were like actually. Like people that follow him, because I know I was actually behind him. Like, dude, it would be sick to actually see this guy like get sober and like clean his fucking act up.
Mm-hmm.
But just immediately going into the fucking worst thing he's done thus far. I mean, it's insane.
It's like if we were the Chris Storians for Chris Chan, not so long ago, And we finally run into the, wait, he did what to his mom? Part of the arc.
Yeah, this is kind of like very similar to that, I would say, when it comes to like the Josh Block story.
Hopefully this is a recovery route more than he continues to dwell and hurt himself over time.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen? Do you know, like, does he have like bail?
I have no clue what the bail is.
Like, is he held on a bond or some shit in jail?
I'm not sure.
I would imagine people would pay to get him out if there was.
I think it'd be funny if that fucking guy from New York, Mr. Based, freed him from jail.
That would actually be hilarious.
That'd be really fucking funny. Jail. Mr. Based,
now
he saved my life.
Well, now Josh and Mr. Bass, they have like common ground here. They've both been to jail.
Mm-hmm. Man, it makes it more relatable on that basis alone. That's wild. Well, I believe.
I hope I get to meet Mr. Bass someday.
Yeah.
Next time I go to New York.
Dude.
My plan is to meet him, meet Aki. I'm going to get some shit the Aki way when I go next time. And then I'm just going to saunter around Nick Mullen's neighborhood and stalk him. And that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'll meet my celebrity.
You have no malicious intent on that
Mr.
last
Bass,
one.
Aki, and... Yeah, I'm fucking kidding. Stalking people's fucked up.
Yeah.
I would never stalk somebody.
I think my next...
Even if they deserved it, I would never.
But I think if I went to New York... I know we keep talking about going to New York potentially. Like, the past 5 pods, I think we've mentioned it like 3 times.
Yeah.
But
I went there once and loved it. I mean, it's great.
If I went there, I would really hope to run into Pete Davidson so I could ask him how he bagged so many beautiful women. That would be all I would want out of that whole interaction.
Yeah, I want to know Pete Davidson's Riz techniques.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot to learn from him.
It'd be funny if he's just like, man, I just got a big ass dick. That's all it is. He just says that
like,
out.
I have a 7-incher and I have a 7-incher and I have 8 digits in the bank. And I'm like, oh, okay, enough said.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I just got to do those 2 things: make my dick 7 inches and make my bank account 8 figures.
All right. Yeah, that's reasonable. All right. I think that's the end for this week's podcast, episode 78. And we'll see you guys next time.
Have a good one, folks.
You're a child sitting next to a projector, learning from your films to become a much better director. Now picture a $3 billion dream machine who can blockbuster all over your crop just to see. Try to do